here with Aarron. You're probably the biggest star of this year WebExpo. You're the author of a book, Designing for Emotion. You lead design team at MailChimp. You do tons of stuff at Web. Is there some surprises in the last years in web design which came and you didn't expect them, or?
I think that, I mean, certainly it's a very interesting time that there are lots, our tools are evolving very quickly with browsers becoming, you know, we've got a really good baseline of browsers that are capable of doing a lot of things that we want to do, local storage, we've got web fonts, and we can use HTML5 to do some more advanced layout stuff with CSS and animations. And there's so many different things that are happening right now, but in my talk today, what I was introducing was the idea of we're in love with craftsmanship and, you know, the beauty of the web and what we can do on the web, but it's dangerous to fall in love with our tools, that our tools are important to what we do, and we want to be able to make better things in a better way, but what we're really doing is telling stories and putting a bit of ourselves in the things that we make. And the one thing that I love about our industry is that it's like painting or playing chess, that you can do it for years, but there's always something to learn. There's always something new. And we have to remain curious. We always have to have a fire in our belly, excited to learn something new. Not just new technologies, but a new way of talking to people and communicating or presenting our brand and making new products and connecting with new people. That's what I love. That's why I never get tired of what I'm doing, and I'm always excited to get up early in the morning and go to work.
Yeah, great. I loved your talk. It was awesome.
Thank you.
You really put a stress on the honesty in the message we send. There's a common pattern in Czech Republic that people put "we" on the websites, even if they're just one person, and we kind of fight with it, but they fear that the customers won't take them seriously, because they're just only one person. Do you have something common?
Yeah, I used to do the same thing. In fact, in the late 90s, I was getting into web design, and I built my own website. It was a crappy website. I won't pull my punches there. But the way I wrote my copy was, "We can do this for you," and it was me in my stinky pajamas in my bedroom, that was making stuff for people. And it made me feel good. It made me feel bigger than I am, but it's a facade. I mean, it was a paper facade that was easily seen through immediately when clients started talking to me and saying, like, "Well, how many people are there? Where are you located? Can I come to your office?" No, because I'm in my PJs in my bedroom. And so I was trying to inflate myself. It made me feel good for a little bit, and then it made me feel awful about myself. Whereas if I just presented myself as who I am and focused on making the best work I could make and always getting better and focusing on that craftsmanship, I probably would have done a lot better and gone further. And I won't lie, it's definitely something that you have to stick your toe in the water and get accustomed to it. And I do think that regardless of culture, we're talking to each other. We're learning about one another's culture. We're flying around the world all the time. And our culture is becoming a big soup. And we see some big catastrophic changes happening in our world right now, the geopolitical world, because there's a big shift in like modern and old and kind of growing pains of becoming more modern. I don't know a lot about the state and the culture of the Czech Republic, but I would guess that if what you're describing is happening, that at some point in the not so distant future, because we're so connected to one another via the web, there will be a shift. Because when you make websites and products in the Czech Republic, it's not the Czech web, it's the World Wide Web. And other people see that product, and you're competing against everyone in the world. How are you going to be different? How are you going to stand out and show your culture and who you are? It's by putting your personality forward.
Great. You mentioned flying around the world. WebExpo is probably one of the dozen conferences you visited this year. How does it compare to the others you've been to?
It's big. I mean, there's a ton of people here, and people seem to be coming from a lot of different backgrounds. And I see in everybody that I talk to just kind of a genuine openness and curiosity and excitement to, go to the talks, talk to the speakers, ask questions, have beers, share ideas and experiences.
Yeah.
And when you go to a conference, that's what you want. You come together as birds of a feather to talk to like-minded people and try to better yourself and get better at what you do.
Yeah. Great. And the last question, which comes from community, and I ask this question every person I talk to today, is what does user experience mean to you?
User experience means a couple things. First and foremost, it means trying to think from someone else's perspective, to see things their way and feel their pain and understand what in your application or product, whatever you're making, is not very usable, not very exciting, not as elegant as it could be, and always try to make that better. Yeah. You never get it right all the way, yeah. So it's always striving for something better. And I also think that as our industry grows, it starts to segment into all these different development and design and like these specialties, and it keeps spreading out like this. We've got new tools and new specialties and new ideas, and at some point, people in this discipline and that discipline, how do they know what the other is doing, and how do they work together to make something that's really fantastic and solves a problem for your customers? I think that user experience designers are not only designers, but they have to understand things like development, they have to think about content, they have to think about marketing, they have to think from a CEO or an executive's perspective. They have to be a diplomat for a company, peer into all those silos and try to create some uniform connectedness to all of those things, which I think is hard to do today. It's becoming harder and harder, but it makes it fun for us.
Okay. Thank you for visiting WebExpo. Hope to see you somewhere else next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.